It is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! As we get to continue on the YCS Summer Cup with Generators versus Shaddoll. Now, Generators are going to start off rather nicely using Generator Boss Quests to shuffle in hard Generator Boss of Storms to the deck to add 2 Generator cards from the deck to their hand. Their targets are going to be Generator Boss Room and Generator Boss Stage, and that's going to help the Generator strategy going forward. Now, for the players that don't know exactly what the Generator strategy is, it is a level 9 boss monster deck that special summons huge monsters on your opponent's turn that provides excellent sources of disruption. I really strongly urge you to check out Generators, as it is a really good deck. It just doesn't have enough opportunities to shine. Hopefully in this YCS Summer Cup, you guys get to see how powerful the strategy is. As Generator Boss Stage is going to be activated, they're going to follow up with a Condemned Witch, meaning that this is not the Mech Knight variant that allows them to summon 2 rank 9s, and they favor more of a control variant, Condemned Witch will allow them to add from their deck to their hand a Forbidden Quick Play spell card. But even more importantly, it also allows them to special summon Lopter to their side of the field, which is amazing for the strategy out of the Eternity Code set. It helps the Generator deck setup so much. So while I do have you guys' time, let's actually talk about the YCS Summer Cup 2020. The YCS Summer Cup 2020 is a 16 deck bracket decided by you guys. It is nothing less of amazing, as this is the last game inside of round 1. I strongly urge you guys to check out the other rounds. Mad shout out to my players, my judges, my editors, and of course you guys for watching. Because Shaddoll's added a card from their deck to their hand, that's going to trigger the effect of Generator Boss Stage to be able to summon hard Generator Boss of Storms from your deck to your side of the field. But the cool thing is, anytime a Generator monster is special summoned on your opponent's turn, it triggers your Boss Stage to special summon tokens to your side of the field, and they are Generator. Shaddoll is going to start off with Trickstar Candina, but it's going to prompt the effect of Condemned Witch to tribute herself to be able to special summon a fairy monster to the side of the field. That fairy monster of choice is going to be Lopter, which increases the attack of all Generator monsters by 1,000, and also allows you to tribute Generator monsters to summon other Generator monsters from your deck. Shaddoll is looking to negate possibly that face down Forbidden Chalice. They're going to add that Trickstar Light Stage from their deck to their hand. They can follow up by activating that Trickstar Light Stage, randomly targeting a face down card, and it can't be used for the duration. But now Lopter wants to use his effect to tribute off a Generator token to be able to special summon a Generator monster. They're going to special summon Needhog, Generator Boss of Ice, which allows them to negate special summons. So right now Har could trigger its effect because a card was added from the deck to the hand, but there is a slight mistake between the knowledge of Har. So Generators think that if they were to trigger the effect, possibly sending a Shaddoll monster from the field to the graveyard would prompt a Shaddoll effect, but that's not how Har works. Har works closer to evenly matched, as it's not sent to the graveyard by a card effect. And you're going to see that mistake throughout the game, but this is actually something that is really helpful for players that want to play Generator. So Light Stage is obviously going to add a Coral Bane from the deck to hand, and then it's going to use its effect to be able to target a face down card, and that card cannot be used. It's going to target the center card. So Shaddoll's looking into their next opening play. They can special summon that Trickstar Coral Bane to their side of the field, which they are going to do. Those are 2 free monsters. This is actually a pretty good strategy to run inside of your Trickstar deck. And maybe if you can't afford the invoked monsters, or if you want to have something to supplement the invoked monsters, because Shaddoll's doesn't really play any normal summons, and this is a really good supplement, getting you light monsters to your hand, the potential to be able to disrupt your opponent's back row, as well as being able to have a own little engine. It can summon 2 monsters for free to your side of the field. So it looks like they're going to activate El Shaddoll Fusion. Of course, that's going to prompt Needhog to tribute 2 Generator tokens to negate, or my apologies, that's going to prompt Generator Boss of Storms to negate the Shaddoll Fusion. And Shaddolls are going to try to play around the Needhog now, which can negate other special summons. So looking at Shaddoll's options, they're going to use the Coral Bane and the Trickstar Candina forward link summon into Cross Sheep. No, actually, this is probably just a mistake. They're gonna actually link summon into Alistair, the Invoker of Madness, but as you guys can see, two Trickstar monsters, they're the same type and attribute. No matter, it looks like Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring is going to negate the Shaddoll fusion, so this is a slight mistake by Shaddolls, as Alistair the Invoker cannot be summoned. It needs to be different types and attribute, and Shaddoll is just going to go ahead and pass their turn, having both their Shaddoll fusion and their El Shaddoll fusion being negated. Generaider going into their main phase, they're going to actually activate World Legacy Monstrosity, and this is going to be game. So really uneventful for Shaddoll, as Generaider had the entire turn on lockdown, being able to show you how powerful the strategy can be. It's going to be Shaddoll's turn to show you how good Shaddolls can be inside of 2020, because they get to go first. They're going to start off with Shaddoll Fusion. It's going to be met with an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, so this already is not great for Shaddolls. But now they're going to go ahead and follow up with Magical Meltdown, allowing them to add a Alistair the Invoker. That monster is going to be normal summoned. Its effect is going to search an invocation, and the invocation can probably serve the exact same purpose as Shaddoll Fusion. Shaddoll thinking about their next play, that invocation is going to be used using a Candina and a Shaddoll Beast. That is one great thing about the Trickstar engine inside of the Shaddoll deck, is that even when you don't normal summon them to your side of the field, they are still light monsters. So it looks like Shaddoll Beast is going to trigger before the Shaddoll Construct, Beast being Chainlink 2 and Construct being Chainlink 1. And that's going to allow Shaddolls to see what they get before they send from the deck to the graveyard. Maybe they're not 100% sure on what exactly they want to send, so they're going to draw their card, and then forward, they're actually going to send the Rest Shaddoll Incarnation. That's interesting. Maybe a new development with the Shaddoll Beast, or their particular hand requires them to send the Rest Shaddoll Incarnation. And now Shaddolls is looking to expand their play. They can use the Alistair and the Shaddoll Construct for a Link Summon. It looks like that's actually what they're going to do. It could be a Cross Sheep or an Alistair the Invoker. This time around, it is going to be the Alistair the Invoker. Construct is actually a light fairy, and Alistair is a dark spellcaster. Some people get that confused, but no, they are different types and attributes. And now Invocation is going to be activated. That's going to banish Alistair and the Trickstar Candina to be able to fusion summon an invoked Mechaba to the side of the field. Now, since a monster was fusion summoned, it will prompt the effect of Alistair, Invoker of Madness. They can send a Rest Shaddoll Windy from the hand to the graveyard. Now, for you guys that did not know, Alistair the Invoker's discard effect is not cost. It's actually a part of the effect, so it will prompt the effect of Rest Shaddoll Windy to be able to special summon a Shaddoll monster from the deck to the side of the field. They're going to special summon Ariel to the side of the field and also get an invocation from the deck to the hand. So this is looking really good for Shaddoll, as Rest Shaddoll Incarnation is going to be banished. It's going to flip the Ariel to the side of the field. That's going to allow them to special summon the Shaddoll Construct. And now Construct can send a Shaddoll card from the deck to the graveyard. That's going to send a Shaddoll Hedgehog. Hedgehog's effect will activate. They're allowed to add another Shaddoll monster from the deck to the hand. That's going to be pretty good fodder for Mechaba if they so choose. And this is looking really good. I'm seeing at least an Apollosa the Bow Goddess and a invoked Mechaba on Shaddoll's side of the field. That can help them a lot. So it's crazy how even after they've been disrupted, they can still go further. And it looks like they're not going to make, or they are going to make the Apollosa possibly with the Construct, the Ariel, and the Alistair the Invoker. That is a 3 negate Apollosa, 4 disruptions on Shaddoll's side of the field. Add 5 disruptions, as Invocation is going to banish the Alistair the Invoker and the Rest Shaddoll Windy to be able to special summon to the side of the field. Now, those 2 monsters can be used to special summon Invoked Raging, which will be able to flip a monster face down. And also, the effects of Shaddoll Construct could have been used to add Shaddoll Fusion from the graveyard to the hand. I'm not 100% sure why that wasn't used, or maybe it was used and we just couldn't see it on screen. Regardless, being able to play through the Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring and 5 disruptions, put on 5 disruptions, is amazing for Shaddoll. You're going to need more than just Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring to stop this deck, as Apollousa, Raging, and Macabre are very formidable cards. It looks like they are going to use Macabre to discard a Shaddoll Fusion to negate and banish the Generator boss stage. Maybe the Shaddoll Construct did use this effect. Actually, it had to for Shaddoll Fusion to be from the graveyard to the hand. We just didn't catch it in our editing department. And now it looks like Generators are going to follow with Generator boss stage, this time being able to reveal the Hela to add another boss stage from the deck to the hand. It's also possibly going to get another Generator boss room, which could prevent the opponent from responding to the activation or the activation of Generator card effects. So this is looking really good for Generators. They're actually able to make a decent board, because on the opponent's turn, there is no spell negations for Shaddoll. They'll be able to get 5 tokens to their side of their 4 tokens and a monster to their side of the field. And that can actually present some of a problem for Shaddoll. They're going to set 2 cards face down and pass it right back to Shaddoll. Shaddoll's going to look for their draw. That's going to trigger the effect of Generator boss stage. Boss stage is going to allow them to special summon possibly a Har. No, it looks like they're going to summon a Lopter. That's an interesting choice, as Lopter may not be strong enough, but it is going to choose to use the effect of Generator boss stage to special summon those 5 tokens. And maybe I misspoke, because Lopter does give monsters 1,000 attack and defense. So those are 2,500 attack tokens. Those are actually really formidable, stronger than the Apollousa, the Boat Goddess, as strong as the Mechaba. So this is actually really good. This is going to be hard for Shaddolls to break, as they're going to normal summon Alistair the Invoker. That could possibly trigger the effect of Lopter. It is. They're going to tribute a token. Mechaba can use this effect to negate, but there is that Generator boss room that's going to be triggered to the effect, discarding a Uganda from the hand, or Utgarda from the hand, to be able to force both players to draw a card and negate the effects of Mechaba. So Lopter is going to pop off and be able to special summon a hard Generator Boss of Storms. This is actually really exciting to see how Generators is able to interact with 4 disruptions on the side of the field. Shaddoll will add Invocation from the deck to the hand, and this is a peculiar spot for Shaddoll, as hard Generator Boss of Storms is going to be 4,000 defense, 4,000 attack. All of the other respective monsters are 2,500 attack. That's going to be really hard for the current Shaddoll situation to be able to get over. They're going to need to go into some huge power plays. I think looking at their options, both decks are being shuffled up and returned to the respective side of the field. Alistair the Invoker is probably going to be the key to this situation, but it's on the field. Getting into the hand to give one of your monsters that clever attack boost is probably going to be one of the reasons why Shaddolls, or if they are able to get over this board, they're going to link into Solomon Great All Mirage, which is going to get the Alistair off the field. That's a good idea. And next, they're going to follow with the Invocation. Now, Invocation will allow them to banish Alistair from the graveyard, but the cool thing about this is that Invocation does allow cards to be banished from the opponent graveyard, as it looks like Shaddolls does remember Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring was used. They're going to use that to their advantage and banish it to be able to special summon Invoked Paragatrio. Now, Invoked Paragatrio actually has a really good effect. It gains 200 attack for each card your opponent controls, and can attack all of your opponent's monsters. Invocation is going to be used to return to Alistair, and now they have a huge 4,900 attack Paragatrio, which is going to attack right into the Lopter. Paragatrio also inflicts piercing damage to the opponent. After it attacks over the Lopter, the attack boost of those monsters are going to go down. Granted, Paragatrio does go down as well. It's going to attack into every other monster on the side of the field, still inflicting damage, and that is enough for game. Going into Game 3, it's actually pretty exciting to know that most of our YCS Summer Cup matches have went into Game 3. Generaider being able to start off with Generator Boss Stage and 1, 2, and 3 cards face down. That's going to be pretty good for them. Because Shaddoll did add cards from the main deck to the hand, Generator Boss Stage will trigger that will special summon a Generator monster from the deck to the side of the field in defense position. The monster of choice is going to be a hard Generator Boss of Storms, which will now trigger the second effect of Generator Boss Stage to special summon 4 15/15 tokens that are ferried to the side of the field. Shaddoll is going to be looking to disrupt the Har, but the crazy thing about this Generator deck is that this can be up to 4 disruptions. That's right, those 3 face down cards plus the Har. 4 disruptions on Generator's side that could potentially be dangerous. Shaddoll is going to start off with the Nibiru, which is going to prompt the effect of Har, but they have the El Shaddoll Fusion. They're going to chain El Shaddoll Fusion, allowing them to fuse the Nibiru off with the Red Shaddoll Windy. Talk about gaining advantage. They're going to be able to special summon Shaddoll Construct to their side of the field and trigger both Windy and Construct's effects. Now, Windy will special summon and Construct will send from the deck to the graveyard, but it looks like Generator has Forbidden Chalice for the Construct and Cold by the Grave for the Windy. This is no good, as neither effect will be able to resolve, both Construct being negated, not being able to send, and Windy not being able to special summon. Shaddolls are still having a backup plan with Alistair the Invoker. They'll add a invocation, but it's met with an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Generator is coming with all of the disruption. This is not good. As since Shaddoll Construct is negated while Forbidden Chalice is 3200, it can attack over the Har, and both the Alistair and the Construct will be used for a Link summon. That's going to allow Construct or Shaddolls to fuse into Platyprat Vert Anaconda, but also allow them to get an El Shaddoll Fusion from their deck to their hand. Now, Vert is going to activate, paying 2,000 life points to be able to send a Shaddoll Fusion from the deck to the graveyard. That's going to allow them to fuse one more time. Now, their fusion of choice, they're going to use an Alistair the Invoker from the hand and a Shaddoll Dragon. They're going to make an El Shaddoll Winda, which will allow them to trigger the effect of Dragon to destroy boss stage. This is actually really good for Shaddolls, as Shaddoll Winda will be able to control the board, preventing Generators from special summoning multiple monsters to the side of the field. They'll be able to special summon one Generator, or they'll be able to special summon tokens. This is not good. They also have the Shaddoll Fusion in case something goes sticky or they want to push more aggressively on their next turn. This is not good for Generators at all. Passing it right back to Generators, they're going to actually draw top deck the Pot of Extravagance. Now, this could actually not mean anything, as you still do get 2 cards from the Pot of Extravagance, but it's with those 2 cards, what exactly are you going to get? Is it enough to be able to break the El Shaddoll Winda lock with the additional Shaddoll Fusion to be able to summon another Winda, or is it going to be dead cards? Now, Condemned Witch is going to be normal summoned to the side of the field. Its effect is going to be activated, and that's going to allow them to add a Forbidden Chalice, so that's one good card. The Forbidden Chalice could target the El Shaddoll Winda, but we already know that's going to prompt the effect of Shaddoll Fusion. Generator are going to set 2 cards face down and then activate Generator Boss Fight. Now, Generator Boss Fight allows you to activate a boss stage. This is unfortunate for Shaddolls, as they just got rid of that boss stage. They'll be able to draw a card, but that will trigger the effect of Generator's boss stage to be able to special summon a Generator monster from the deck to the side of the field. Now, Generators will be able to special summon possibly another Har. That's going to be huge for them. They will take advantage and special summon another Har Generator Boss of Storms. That is a free negation. Condemned Witch will allow them to special summon Lopter if they can get over this Shaddoll lock. And Shaddoll is kind of running out of resources to be able to fight this game. Yes, they are able to draw 2 cards through the effect of boss stage and through the effect of their normal turn, or through their normal turn, but that's actually just playing into Generator's playstyle, as Generator boss stage is going to trigger. They're going to chain the Forbidden Chalice, which will prompt the El Shaddoll Fusion, and both the Winda and another monster can be used for a fusion summon. It looks like they're going to use the Vert and the Winda this time to summon another El Shaddoll Winda. Now, Winda's effect in graveyard will trigger to be able to add El Shaddoll Fusion from the graveyard to the hand. And Generators are going to need, actually we're going to need to resolve this current chain link, as a Generator monster will be special summoned to the side of the field, and now they're locked into only special summoning once. Or they would be locked into only special summoning once. So the Generator monster of choice, it could be a Lopter. Lopter is actually stronger than Winda and allows them to attack over Winda during the next turn, provided that Construct or Shaddolls don't have anything else. They can also special summon Mardell. Mardell gets them a free search. I don't even think Lopter will actually be the best idea because they do have Condemned Witch. If they can get the Winda off the field, they're going to actually special summon Needhog, Generator, Boss of Ice. And now they're going to activate the Cold by the Grave to Winda's effect to add the Shaddoll Fusion. This is huge because now Winda's effect is negated on the field as well. Generators can special summon to their side of the field. Even if Shaddoll wants to enter their battle phase and attempt to attack over the Condemned Witch, that's going to pass player priority back to Generators, allowing them to be able to special summon, which it doesn't matter as Shaddoll is going to normal summon Trickstar Candina. That's going to prompt the Generator or the Condemned Witch to be able to special summon Lopter. And this is not good, as now Boss Stage can trigger to special summon those tokens to the side of the field. Needhog with the negate, Har with the negate. Lopter can still special summon by tributing. Shaddolls are in a pretty terrible spot. They still have some tricks up their sleeve, cards in hand. One would wonder what exactly can Shaddoll do to out this particular board. I think making the new Agiotis would probably be their best bet, but they still have to play around Hog and Needhog, or Har and Needhog. And now Shaddoll is just biding their time, trying to figure out the perfect play sequence. This is going to be really hard if Shaddoll wants to advance into the next round. I'm thinking maybe linking both the Winda and the Candina off into an Alistair the Invoker. And provided that you have an invocation in hand, nope, that would get negated anyways. This is just not looking good for Shaddolls at all. They're definitely trying to figure out a way out as they're going to activate that Trickstar Light Stage. Light Stage will get the Coral Bane from the deck to the hand. And the Coral Bane can't even be special summoned right now. That's the risk that you have to take when you are playing the Trickstar variant or the Trickstar cards inside of the Shaddoll deck. Sometimes Coral Bane just won't be able to be used. Now, it's not completely useless, as Coral Bane can discard to give Candina attack. I'm not sure if actually, no, it's not nowhere near enough. Magical Meltdown is going to be activated, and that is actually going to be disrupted by the Har. Even though I don't think Magical Meltdown was a huge threat, Alistair the Invoker could be normal summoned, but that isn't going to do anything. They already committed their normal summon. And it looks like Shaddoll is going to go ahead and pass their turn. It looks like they're going to casually activate the World Legacy Monstrosity, and Generators are going to take this game away. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. And if you really did, consider checking out another one of these YCS Summer Cups. I hope you guys are having an amazing day like I am.